Hello, this is Eddie Boulay, and I hope you're having a marvelous day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support this channel. Well, I guess y'all see my advertisement. 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I am in shock. When I started this channel, I started with 3 subscribers. My husband, my sister, and my brother. I was posting things that I was passionate about, and I had posted 2 or 3 videos, and 6 people watched my video, and I thought that was family members and friends that I had told about my channel. And then one day I looked on my dashboard and 12 people had viewed my video. And I thought, now this is not family and friends. Somebody else is watching my videos. I was so excited. And then there was 16 people, and I thought, okay, folks are watching my video. I was very excited about people watching my videos. And some of y'all have been with me from the beginning. And I am so thankful. I am so thankful. You are the best subscribers in the world, and you're intelligent. And I do appreciate your disagreements. If you don't agree with me, you don't agree. Only thing that I ask, and I think that's what we would all ask, is just be respectful. You don't have to be nasty to disagree with somebody. But and also, if you come on my channel insulting me or anybody that views my channel, I will block you. But I'm not going to block you just because you disagree with me, and I'm not going to remove your comments. So I'm not removing y'all's comments who comment all the time, whether you agree with me or not. If I remove a comment, it's because somebody's being very disrespectful and intentionally disrespectful. But some of y'all have been, as they say, but some of y'all have been rocking with me from the very beginning, and I do want to bring content that you want to hear. And I want to bring content that uplifts us as Black American people, because sometimes we're so reluctant to speak and how we feel. I think we feel like our feelings don't count, but they do. How we feel about something matters too. I was stunned when I came to YouTube to see how much ignorance goes on in the segment of Black YouTube, and I'm calling it ignorance. Now somebody else might call it something else. And by that I mean focusing on things, finding ways to drag each other down and finding ways to find fault with each other when we have real issues going on in this country that need to be addressed. For instance, the almost tragedy that happened, and I'm saying it really was a tragedy in a sense, that happened in Missouri with that young 16-year-old, Ralph Yarl. It is nothing short of a miracle that that child is still alive. We need to have some safeguards in place for each other so we can support each other in times like this. Now, what happened to Ralph Yarl? He went to pick up his young twin brothers from the neighborhood. I guess it was a house in the neighborhood. He went to the wrong house, and he met with disaster. He was shot twice, once in the head and once in the arm. This man shot through the window at this child. Black people in America, and it doesn't matter where you came from, because I think this is an immigrant family. Black people in America have to come to terms with some realities. There is no distinction about where you came from. If you have the mark of Africa on you, the same thing that can happen to one black person can happen to another. We can bicker back and forth about diaspora wars and this, that, and whatever else we want to talk about, but the bottom line is most white people would not do what this man did. But there are those who would, and the one that would do it to you, whether you came from Mobile, Alabama, Montego Bay, Jamaica, Mogadishu, Somalia, Johannesburg, South Africa. You could come from anywhere. They don't care. If they have in their heart to do this, it does not matter to them what your ethnicity is. All they see is that black skin. As I said before, most white people wouldn't have done what that man did. Some might sick their dog on you, but most of them would not shoot you, especially shoot you twice. They just wouldn't. And most people wouldn't do that. No, especially nobody that considers themselves civilized. Most of us just stay in our house and don't say anything, don't open the door at all. If somebody comes to the door and we don't know who it is, eventually they will know to leave. I just will not show that man's face on this channel. I'm pretty sure y'all know what he looks like. And I'm not going to show his face. I'm just going to keep the focus on this young teenager. We need to have a real discussion about how we can protect ourselves. And it has to be a coalition of the willing. You can go running up in a neighborhood full of white folk if you want to. If you do that, you need to know who's in every house. Really, you need to know who's in every house no matter where you live. Because there are people who are reclusive. And there are people who have mental issues. And there are people who are full of hate. And you need to know if those people are in that house. Because even in the South, growing up, our parents would tell us, if you go into a certain neighborhood, you don't even turn around at somebody's driveway. If you're in a car and you're driving in a neighborhood that you're not familiar with and you need to turn around and go another way, if they don't have a cul-de-sac where you can turn around, you back your way out of that neighborhood. You don't pull up in somebody's driveway and back out and turn around that way if you don't know the people. Because this is not the first time that something like this has happened in the United States of America. This is not the first time. It is not the second time something like this has happened. So you never let your guard down in these situations. Now I can hear somebody saying, well, how do you know? How you going to know who's in the house? How you going to know who's crazy? Well, here's a clue. If a person never comes out, if they never speak to you, if you never see anybody, if the curtains are always drawn, and if rarely anybody visits or never, those are signs that that person or those people in that house do not want to be bothered. And the best thing to do is not to bother them, because your life could depend on it. And I'm glad that America, and especially Black America, has responded with the appropriate amount of outrage at what happened to this teenager. I see that Ben Crump is on the scene, and I know a lot of people don't like Ben Crump. Oh, he's an ambulance chaser. But I want to make a point about Ben Crump, because imperfect he may be, but he will respond to a crisis. And he has made it clear that he only gets involved if he's asked. So people won't try to make the case that he jumps in every time something happens. And even Reverend Sharpton says he only comes when he's asked. And it makes sense that when a family is in crisis, when a tragedy has happened, and they're in pain, that they will call for these two. Because when they come, they bring the media with them. And when you bring attention to these things, you get action. So that's the point of having somebody like Ben Crump involved. And the man that committed this crime has been arrested and charged. And that within itself is remarkable. Because we know that there was a time that he could have done this and he would have gotten away with it, and the police and the district attorney and everybody involved would have explained away why he did what he did and why the person who got shot was at fault. As they thought they were going to do this time, but pressure was coming from somewhere, and thank God for the pressure. Okay, y'all. Thank you for being the best subscribers in the world. I am so thankful. I am thankful for you, and I'm thankful for your support. When I looked at my dashboard and I saw that 10,003, I went screaming through the house. My husband said, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, "I've got 10,000 subscribers." And he didn't believe it either, because he remembers when I only had 3. You know, he thought I was just messing around. He didn't think this was going anywhere. He didn't think I was going to get anywhere with this. So it's just a wonderful feeling. I am a proud, mature member of the Black American community, and I want to represent that in the best way that I can. I do want you to let me know what it is you want me to speak on. Just let me know in the comment section if you want me to talk about something, and I'll look into it and I'll do the best I can. Okay, y'all, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.